Mr. Rex Victoria. Stop for the light.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have the honor of evaluating Mr. Rex Crandall. Rex Crandall has been an accountant for the last 37 years. Many of us have heard him speak about numbers. Interesting stuff. Today, he's going to tell us about a journey he's taking to Europe. He's going to make a lot of stops, and I, for one, cannot wait to hear all the details and to hear how he would actually weave some numbers in there. This is not a manual speech. So buckle your seatbelt and hold on for an epic speech from Mr. Rex Crandall.
You can hold off. That's good enough. I've got some technical difficulty. That's plenty. That's plenty. Thank you very much.
I'm going over there. You come over here. You meet me halfway. Thank you very much.
I had everything set up, and then I moved my camera to get Victoria, and my complete system shut down. Not my computer system. Hello, Toastmasters. This is Rex Crandall, and I am an impromptu speaker today. I wasn't planned. Last night I found out I was speaking about 8:30 when I got a call from Pot saying, "Could you speak?" I said, "Yeah, I can speak." I passed out a handout that says, "Who's that joker on YouTube?" And I want to point out right off, that was what I was going to do originally, and it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So don't be confused by the facts. What I'm talking about is a trip called, the name of the talk is EEurope 2030, which is Europe 2013 in German. So my daughter's graduating this month from UC Davis, managerial economics and math minor, and I said, well, I'll take you to Europe. So I got wound up about Switzerland first. I saw these videos on TV where you go up on the top of the hill and you see these glaciers down there. It looks beautiful. And then some of the glaciers, you take a train up and you walk through the glacier. I said, yeah, I want to take her there. So this next month, we're going to start out in Zurich. And I don't know what all there is to do in Zurich. I'll find out about it. The only thing I've heard about is there's one weird bar where you come in through the ceiling, hang upside down, and have a drink and carve your name on the wall. Sounds like fun to me. And we're going to stay in a party-hardy hostel. It doesn't have a kitchen, but there's parties right outside the door, so it should be fun. Then we're going to take go up to St. Moritz and hop on the Glacier Express. It's a train that is supposed to be the most scenic train in all of Europe. Goes through the mountains, goes through the snow. You don't even have to get cold. Don't bring skis or backpack. It's great for tourists, and goes through all the mountains and goes all the way through the bulk of the Alps. The Alps, by the way, are formed from the African plate and the European plate in tectonics, and it pushes up, and that's all of a sudden you got Alps. We go into Zermatt. In Zermatt, we've got the famous Matterhorn, and Disney's not even there. People come all over to see that place. And then we go to Bern, and that's not B-U-R, it's B-E-R-N-E. And that's a neat place. Albert Einstein used to hang out there in the early 1900s. He was in the patent office. You kind of take a train the next day, go to Interlaken, and then they got this train that goes up to the Jungfrau. And it's just awesome. The Swiss are just amazing mechanical geniuses. They carved out the mountain. A train goes in the mountain, and then they went into another mountain. It was granite. It took them longer. They went through the granite one. And then you go through the mountain, and then you look out over the glaciers. You get up on top. There's places you can get in. They have they carve out the glacier. You can walk underneath. Just real cool stuff. And you can go ski in there. In the summer, the locals don't ski because it's not good enough skiing. So we're going to check out what's happening in the mountains. Then we're going to go over to Paris. We're going to see that Eiffel, whatever, Torre something, I don't know. What a real scenic triangle. Okay, but I did get a picture off the internet looking down, and it's way up there. So got that all worked out. We got all these hoppy tours. You hop on, hop off, hop on, hop off. I was surprised that over in San Francisco last weekend, and they had hop on tours with double-decker British buses over there in the city. Anyway, little do I know, not much. Then we go through the tube from France to Britain. Then we're sophisticated, finally. And the tube is probably as exciting as going under the Transbay tube here from Oakland to San Francisco. It's like, it's dark, okay, all right. We're there, and London, got a tour. We're going to see the Stonehenge, and I'm sorry to say, I've heard that the Stonehenge really rocks, but that's bad. I know that's bad. And so then we got a lot of tours around there. I've notified the royal family that I'll be in town, and I've not heard back yet, and I don't know why. But we have tours. We're going to see a lot of stuff. Who knows? I'm going to go to Oxford, maybe see the House of Lords, see what they do for legislation. Who knows? Then across the tunnel again, the tube, whatever they call it, blue tube, and then we're going to Brussels. I want to go to Brussels because I want to see the European Union's the most fantastic thing legally that I have watched in my whole life. How about? Where they have all these different countries and they agree to operate as one country, and I'm going to the legislature, the House of Parliament, and I got a tour of the parliamentary things, and they're going to have a demo parliamentary. I don't know if they're going to have people yelling at each other like they do in Britain. Britain's like 2-drink minimum. Oh, the royal, but the other countries don't get that carried away. Then we go to Amsterdam. And what I want to do in Amsterdam is ride bicycles, look at windmills, look at the levees. We got levees over here. Nobody makes a big deal out of them, but they do in Amsterdam. I don't know why, because they grow flowers. That's great. You know, got a lot of stuff. They got marijuana bars where you go and see, I'll have a cappuccino and a Marihuni. And you get all this imported stuff, but they're trying to cut that back, and I don't smoke that crud anyway. My daughter said she didn't want it, so I'll let you know when it happens. Then we go to Hamburg. Hamburg, that's not humbug for those of you anti-Christmas people. Hamburg, Germany is our destination. We are enrolled in a German-speaking school to learn German. And I've been speaking Spanish for a long time, over 20 years. And now I'm starting to learn German. And it's really interesting. And as I'm learning German, it seems like there's a connection to English. Like we came from the same family linguistic tree. Wow. And I mean, there's lots of similarities. And where Spanish and all they call them romantic languages, it has nothing to do with making love, but it means Romans. But the romantic languages like Portuguese, French, Spanish, Italian, all those came from the Latin side, but there's a lot of Latin in German. And I really believe that our English language came from German because there was just so much overplay in the language. But that's the deal. We're going to live with a German family for a week, play Germans, wear lederhosen and girdles or whatever they got. And then should be fun. I'll tell you all about it when I get back.
Thank you, Ruth.